Well, hopefully you guys can hear me again. I know I'm running kind of a nickel and dime TV show here, or TV show. It's hardly a TV show. Actually, I'm thinking of jumping over to YouTube soon. You know, I have a new neighbor. I forgot. I have a new neighbor. Hold on a sec. I was going to introduce myself today. Yeah, we have a new neighbor. I talked to her yesterday. She's a teacher, and she talks a lot because she's a teacher, because that's what teachers do. They totally talk too much. Okay, we have a lot of stuff to cover today. I didn't do a couple of shows. Once again, of course, we are sponsored by Corona Beer. I'm not going to open one up. I don't know, I suppose, unless someone stops in. You know, we got a weapon ready to go. You know, what I did do is I did load up because of the zombie apocalypse. I do have 2 magazines ready to go here, just in case. Who knows now? Because, well, when is the shelter in place start? Is it Friday at midnight, or like when the millennials started? Some people were saying, well, it starts 2001 or 2000. Remember that? That was all the argument. Of course, I was, whatever, 2000. So does it start like Friday at midnight, or does it start tonight? I don't, the whole logistics of it all, it means we can't really, whatever, we're all going to be under quarantine up until May the 4th, and it's kind of an ironic date. May the 4th be with you. Live long and prosper, or all that nerdy stuff, whatever. So, and just a lot of things are going to be essentially open or not. What I think is super funny is, okay, so McDonald's is open, and then workout places not open. McDonald's essential, workout places not essential. I think that's super funny. That was one of the things I was going to touch up on. Of course, people think McDonald's is the devil. I kind of like them. They have those tasty shakes this time of year, or the green ones. What are they called? The Shamrock shakes, and the fish, fillet of fishes. I think those things are awesome, and I think you can get like 2 for like $3, or 1 for 99 cents. I just totally love them. But they're so essential, McDonald's. And I think you can only go through the drive-thru, but workout places, not essential, and you can still work out, go on long walks. And are you guys like me? Like, I go on normally my 45-minute walk, and I put stuff in my backpack, and I have my window open here. And so people are watching me, like out on Nicollet Mall or something, and people can watch and wave. Some of my neighbors must be, oh, we have someone showing up. Holy crap. Oh, I'm not even getting through my monologue. Well, it's Scott Junker. Come on in.
Oh, did I interrupting?
No, not at all.
Oh,
I have a lot of stuff.
I was just driving around. I thought I'd just
come on in.
Are we? Oh, I forgot my gun.
Well, bring it in.
I'll go grab my gun.
Monologue here.
Just in case.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to cover. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I can cover stuff. A random person just out of the blue. You guys all know Scott Junker, and it looks like he's prepared for take your gun out of the...
I'm not a hunter. Do I point the barrel down or up?
Yeah, you should, and
down?
Take it out of your case there. Too.
Okay.
Yeah, because you always have it in the case when you're coming around. Yeah. And we're going to go, before you show up here, top 5 quarantine songs. A lot of people feel that this whole quarantining, people are stressed out. It's just like a war zone, and people are, of course, war veterans kind of laugh about this whole thing, but top 5 war songs, because it's like a war zone out here. Can you guys see you guys see this? Is it showing up on TV?
I see the
Is
new,
it? This is kind of like
the Christmas colors.
love it. Yeah.
You've
Okay,
added
so,
to the background.
yeah,
I like
nice. Thanks. It's like you're my co-host.
that. I love it.
So number 5, "Gimme Shelter" by the Rolling Stones, as if you guys didn't see that one coming a mile away. Okay, so then number 4, you guys could probably see this with all the
You got red dots on your face.
well, I know. It's like because the smallpox. We're going back in time. We're hitting all the
All the
diseases.
major things.
Yes.
The
And
dilemmas.
hopefully that $1,000 check won't have the smallpox on it, like the blankets. I should say that. Like the. Okay, so "Fortunate Son" with all the. It's kind of a political song with all the in and out with the Republicans, and then I'm not taking a side. "Fortunate Son, it ain't me, ain't no senator's son," by the CCR. And then "Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy," Company B, Andrews Sisters. They're from the Twin Cities, weren't they?
I think so.
I don't know their names.
Boogie
There
Woogie
was
Bugle Boy Company B.
Karen,
Oh yeah.
Tiffany, and what was the other one's name?
Rachel.
Rachel, of course. And they.
Carla.
Yes.
I'm sure there's a Carla in
And
there.
I think they grew up on the North Hill, didn't they?
They were up there by Staples Field. Yeah, I think
Boogie
so.
Woogie Bugle Boy Company B, and that was a World War II song, so we had to go back. Now, this one, a Jimmy Webb song. This one always makes me kind of sad. Galveston and Glenn Campbell sang that one, and it was about a soldier in the Vietnam era longing for his young gal, living in Galveston, and he could hear the cannons off in the distance. He was cleaning a gun. It's actually a rifle, but that worked better. And a very sad song. Galveston, oh Galveston. One of my favorite. Of course, I love the Jimmy Webb songs. Remember he sang the Wichita Lineman.
Oh, that's great too.
What was the Wrecking Crew? Remember the Wrecking Crew?
Yeah, that's on the Netflix. Wrecking
Yeah,
Crew.
it's one of my favorite. In the
I love
opening, that was Carol Kane.
They played backup for a lot of
Yeah, I
bands,
know a
remember?
lot for everyone. The
Oh,
Monkees.
I loved it.
Pet Songs. Who am I thinking of? The Beach Boys.
Beach Boys, yeah.
Very good. Oh man, it was wonderful. They backed up everyone. The Wrecking Crew. After you guys are done with that crazy tiger thing,
I'm watching that tonight, by the way.
Yeah,
Starting it.
Wrecking Crew. You guys are going to learn a lot. And then I think a real perfect song is "We Gotta Get Out of This Place" by the Animals, and those are your top 5 war songs. That's where I was going with that too. So, well, come on, Scott. Come
right,
on
Ken.
in here, everyone.
I got my
Clap
gun.
your hands. Bring your weapon here for the.
Don't anybody see all my weight I gained this winter because I tried to buy this thing and it's like, hey, you got a new tie on. I like that one. Like
Well,
a
it's
Christmas tie.
it's a Christmas song, and
This is a
it's,
Winchester from I don't know anything about guns, but this Steve Meister and Tom Meister, they're professional gun people. They said that this is a 50-year-old Winchester 22. So I'll put that by your.
I'm not sure. Do you want to roll a toilet paper?
Well, I don't know. I gotta hang on before we talk because we're within the 6 feet range.
Oh yeah.
So we gotta take a little pull of Fireball.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you spit, you know when you get old people, you spit when you talk and you get those
Okay.
S's, you know, S's like that?
Okay.
Like Obama, S's?
Mhm.
But, yeah, here, let me
We could.
let me
Yeah.
open it.
Well.
I was gonna bring the plastic gloves. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna take a little hit and then you can take one and then, we're not gonna get drunk though, but.
No.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
I
Did I mention we're sponsored by Corona?
Oh,
again,
come
the
on.
coronavirus.
Nice, there's sponsors.
I'm,
I like
I'm
that.
not gonna have a Corona tonight
The
though.
background. What about my bald spot there? Is it, can they
I
see
can
that?
turn that off too, but
That's alright, I don't mind.
yeah, I was worried about it.
Hang on a minute, right?
Freaking out, yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. And
Oh.
Cuban rum because it's kind of a shutting down
Oh, yeah.
by the government.
Commies.
Yeah. So
There's
that
your
was kind of-
tape? Is that for our inches that we're gonna gain?
Yes, that was it. Well, that was kind of the quarantine 15. We were
All right.
measuring that out yesterday. And then I was going to make fun of Scott the shelter in place, just the term. Can't we just call it like you're going to be in your home and you're hanging out? Who came up with that phrase, shelter in place? Who came up with that phrase?
I don't know, all these phrases that they've come up with, it's like PPE. What the hell is PPE?
Well, I think people are kind of freaking out a lot. And speaking of freaking out, we kind of had a little
a little episode last night. I don't know if anybody knows what we do, these road trips, man. And by the way, we always take applications for people that want to come with. We're not, we let you know immediately if you're qualified. But you fill out a quick app, and we don't drag along for a month. We just let you know, and it's really fun. But we usually go either north or south a lot, and east Wisconsin, God's country. But for some dumb reason, I go, hey, Winslow, let's go west. He's like, yeah. Let's go west.
And basically, we ended up in Minneapolis because we thought it was going to be a ghost town, in which
it was. It was pretty ghosty, but I don't know. So we're driving around looking. We're looking at, saw some cops on First Avenue and some incidences, and drove around, looked at Murray Steakhouse down at Seoul, but we came back to
and the stadium over there, the U.S. Bank was leaking. We saw that was leaking.
And the new siding that somebody screwed up on, and so I said, hey, you want a cup of coffee or something? So we just decided to pull into this really cool looking gas station.
Metro Petro.
Metro Petro.
Was, yeah.
Is that what it was?
Metro Petro. Beautiful building on the side. It kind of drew us, and curb appeal.
Yeah, we pulled in. I parked right in the front, of course, because we're old, so we do that. And what did you see on the door again?
Well, it says the restroom is for paying customers only, which is a reasonable.
We understand. We get that a lot in Stillwater, downtown. They got the $1 million bathroom.
Are they open right now?
No, I don't think so. But we walk in, and Miles was ahead of me, and I'm behind him, and I'm looking at the chicken guy over there making stuff, and there's a young kid at the counter, and Miles is chit-chatting with this guy, and I kind of said, hey, this is really cool. I've never been. This is a really neat store.
Metro Petro.
Metro Petro. And then what happened after that?
Okay, so I head over towards the restroom, and there was yet another sign on the door that says you have to buy something before you go into. This is me looking at the sign. Oh, it said basically you have to buy something before you
Customers use the bathroom.
Yeah, and you have to buy something before. Yeah. And I'm thinking, well, I'm going to buy coffee. I honestly don't want to bring my coffee into the bathroom or whatever it was I'm going to buy. So I go back to the kid over there, and I go, I promise I'm going to buy something. Can I go use the bathroom first?
He didn't want to bring the stuff.
Yeah, he didn't want to bring the stuff. Is that reasonable?
Especially with the quarantining of the
like
stuff.
A college kid, and the kid was all nervous that I'm even asking. All of a sudden, this from upstairs,
the mezzanine guy.
Yes, he comes flying down and called me an a-hole.
Well, actually, he said it. He kind of talked above us up in the mezzanine for a little bit. Yeah. And then Miles is trying to explain that he's just telling this. He's kind of having fun. Miles does it with people. He's really good at kind of having fun with people and things. And what was this guy with it looked like Kato Kaelin.
Kato Kaelin.
The hair and the...
Yes, and so he was calling me a blank hole for even asking the question.
A lot
and a lot of Effenheimers came out. And
unbelievably.
Yes, just because of asking if I could kind of...
Miles is just kind of, we're kind of small talking with this kid. And, if anything... Everybody knows me and everybody knows Miles, but now, if the guy's going to pick on anybody, he should be messing with the guy with the big mouth, not the big teddy bear.
He looked like Kato Kaelin.
He was him.
He told
what
us
happened,
to effing leave, and he was following us all, calling Effenheimers. And
man, it was like, I couldn't.
And I'm over 50. I wanted to use the restroom.
And I'm older than him.
Yeah.
So it's and we're sober. So we're thinking, this is a 1987.
Yeah, we never drink on these road trips. It's always
coffee, iced coffee,
and
pop, and McDonald's, whatever we can get our hands on. But I'm thinking, man, 1987, you go back and this guy's saying this stuff, just that'd be in a different world. But we actually were really mellow, and Miles kind of looks at him, and I don't see Miles like this very often, where he's like kind of in shock of what to say to this guy. But
I did tell the kid, hey, have a good night, peace of.
He walked
but it was weird, but he looked like, and it's sometimes nature says do not touch, like a rattlesnake will say do not, or a puffer fish. Have you guys ever been snorkeling and the puffer fish gets all puffy and red?
Defense.
And this is a guy, and he wasn't very tall, but he looked like Kato Kaelin, and we gave him not a very flattering Yelp review.
Oh, the Yelp, but he has when we said the Yelp, Miles was typing, and I'm driving down University, and it wasn't just us giving them bad Yelp reviews. Oh, he had 30 of them.
Bad reviews.
Yeah, Metro
Petro. on University.
Cool place. I mean,
Yeah.
you had like
very
neons in the
good.
windows. It looked like it was
Very
new
cool.
and kind of trendy. But here's this guy, man. It was like, wow, how customer relations is that? You
It
know?
was just shocking,
Oh.
and I guess we understand Oh yeah, that was another thing he said. This kid is busting his ass for you.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like-
and I guess we appreciate
But like
the
you said,
virus and everything. Yeah, and I appreciate.
I
that.
think you thought that the kid looked embarrassed though.
Oh yeah, the kid looked kind of embarrassed that
Oh, it was
we asked
crazy.
to use the bathroom, and and the kid, after we said, hey, have a good night to
Oh,
the kid,
man, it was
and I think that was it.
Just Metro Petro, folks. If you're in the neighborhood out there, be
I
careful
think he might
because
have, the dude Kato Kaelin might have been on
he was
drugs
on
and
something
down
because
or
he was
something.
wound up and he was like he
Goodness
didn't know
me.
us from anybody. I mean, if you got to give a guy a chance. I mean, just some direction and then find out if we're bad people.
Yes,
Like-
and
All we want to do is buy some stuff and go to the bathroom. I was gonna buy like a lamb shank or something he had there. It was kind of cool. Anyway,
yeah,
whatever.
normally, we didn't bring safety pins. Why do I have safety pins up here?
Well, let's look at your stuff. What's that?
That's an antique fish my grandma.
Nice.
But normally what happens on these?
Oh, that's like is that electric? Like a fireplace?
Yeah, I gotta get this fixed. There's something I just.
You guys got to come and check out the mansion over here. This has got
Normally,
a nice
Scott,
house
what
here.
happens though on our outings, these drives that we go on, people, normally what happens, we pull into a place, people, whatever, they want to tell us their life
It's
stories.
amazing.
What are some
especially in
examples?
Wisconsin. Remember that lady?
Yes, what
Remember that lady
happened
with
there?
the cute lady with the.
Where was this?
We were
first
up in
of all?
Grantsburg, I think,
Grantsburg, yeah.
And this lady comes walking up. We're sitting there in this little cafe, and there's a couple of tables filled. And this lady comes in there, and she's like, all of a sudden, she whips out this little notepad and starts reciting all this poetry to us. She had to be 80, wouldn't you think?
Yes, it was great.
But it was the cutest dang
Cozy
thing.
Corner, that was the name of the
Oh
restaurant.
God, it was like, and I think she just trusted us for some reason. It was like, wow, these guys will listen to me, So we
Yeah.
kind of dug into her background. She's from there, and she grew up there, and then all of a sudden, a couple of girls were sitting over there, and they were into they knew somebody that remember some authors of poetry or something. Remember that?
Yes, yeah.
So she went over there, and they sat down, and it was really cool. But that happens like on almost every trip.
Quite often, this
You got to come with.
Yeah, come on, just send us a message, come along, whatever. Normally people are telling us their life story.
Yeah,
Whatever,
You remember when Molly went with us though?
Oh, that's
She
right.
thought she was in a version of like grumpy old
Grumpy old
because
man,
sometimes
yeah.
we get a little
Yeah.
we get talking a little bit and
We
but
do
not all
have to
the
bring
time.
her along though.
She was fun though.
sometime.
Yeah, she was good.
she was fun. And it's kind of our fault, Molly, we gotta bring you along more.
But yeah,
She was one of our best.
we go for a couple hours. We'll take off and we have no direction, no compass. We stop at different places.
Never pre-planned.
No, never a pre-planned. Iced coffee, chips, whatever. I always have truck treats full of things and ready to go because I have kids, so they like that stuff. But I'll go now and you finish up your show. Are we
Well,
good?
no, I think that the only thing I was just making fun of that I was going to have a shorter show tonight, but basically I was making fun of that term shelter in place.
Shelter in place. God, what is
Who
that?
came up with that?
It's the political correctness. That's what it is.
Well,
And
can't
nobody
you just say
stay at home, you bums.
stay at home, you
Yeah.
bums? I like that better.
You're not gonna
What
make
are some
any
other
money,
things?
all right?
Put
Screw
that
it.
in the comments. And no one's
Yeah.
another thing. No one's asking. You can ask me questions and.
I hope you got a lot of money into your mattress too. That's what it should say because you're screwed. I mean, unless you got one of them jobs
Shelter
where
in
they pay you.
place, come up with a better name. Oh yeah, another thing, my 45 minute walks have turned into 3 hours because I stop and talk to a zillion people.
Oh, the trails are full. I was down there today. It's
Okay.
awesome. People out exercising. I think
Yeah.
that's great. Clearing their mind and getting all this crap off their, their plate, so to speak. But
I was going to talk about me filling out the online unemployment forms today, but I'll talk about that's going to take a long time. I think it's been a pretty good show, Scott.
this is fun.
Yeah.
You got a great little place here,
Yeah.
and I love the setting in the background. You got
Yeah.
the Christmas and you
We've
got
got
the tie is
Well,
awesome.
it
The
says joy
tie.
on it, and I
Spreading joy. And this guy is just in case that somebody is
Well,
really fearful.
yeah, let's say you're living with someone. I was coming up with the top 5 country songs.
Oh, I
For
love
example, Gary Stewart, She's Acting Single.
that. I'm drinking
I'm
double.
drinking double, and they're living together.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got some other ones. We'll come up
She's
with
having
some
a lot
top.
of fun. Well, I got the Sirius radio. And that's another bonus for the rides.
Yeah.
So when you get into the Tahoe, You know, and Miles don't mind sitting in the back if people want to go. He's got the whole back, whatever, because there's a lot more, you know, water. We got everything, but we don't drink. So
Don't drink.
this is a sober ride, and we have fun, and that's about it, isn't it, Miles?
That's about it.
So I don't want to roll of toilet paper. I got a lot. I think that's how you give the neighbor kid one.
Yeah,
but save that for
good,
somebody that's really fearful, because I'm not.
Yeah, if someone's desperate, you need toilet paper, I'll be giving you toilet paper. I'm not, once again,
Corona
it's
Extra.
sponsored by,
Whoa,
what's the difference? There's premium and then
that's a
there's
good one. Did
extra.
you buy that up at the?
Yeah, one
cheese
of those.
thing?
There's
a cruiser, huh? Yeah.
There.
Yeah, they used to have free coffee, not anymore though.
Difference between. Why did I write down malaria in West Africa? I have no idea why I wrote that down. Because I think when I was in Africa, I ended up with all these bug bites, and I was worried I was going to hit a joke with that. But that
that's not good. That's a real problem.
Yeah. Here I was going to talk about if you can make your own bread at home.
Here you
And
go.
if you're gluten intolerant, you can use almond flour. And I'm gluten intolerant. I can't tolerate people going on about their special gluten-free.
What's that one lady that ordered the malt? Oh, I saw this at McDonald's. She said, I'll have a vanilla malt. And the lady says, the girl goes, whipped cream? She goes, no, I'm something intolerant. And it was a malt. I'm like, wait a minute. Aren't malts made of the same thing as like whipped cream is? Because she was, yeah, it was dairy. And she said, well, I don't want the malt. Because, you know, the whipped cream, she didn't get it. It was really strange.
Did you ask for it on yours like double? Can you like?
I said, can I have a cherry? I mean, you know, I like dumplings. Those are good.
Cherry.
And a straw. I'll take the 2 straws too. You know. I'm trying to back myself up. She's all too old now. Gray hair. No
She
chance.
probably didn't get it. Maybe.
Oh God, it's funny.
Okay.
What's that picture gonna go up there?
That'll go up there. So
Nice.
I don't know if my new garage is gonna get built this year.
Rick Carlson's watching. Rick, are you the guy?
You watched the original show?
He's the one that texted me the thing or live streamed or gave it to me or whatever. But
Yeah.
if you're watching Ricky Bobby, he needs a garage. And now's the time. The money's there. All right, I'm out of here.
Well, that's you guys. Thanks for coming over, Scott. And that's pretty much the end of the show tonight. I think we've had a good show. I think we've laughed, we've cried, we've gone through all the emotions.
Yes, come on a road trip, people. It's a blast. Every now and then we run into a tornado because he loves his.
That's right. We did see that one tornado between Wilmer and the Twin Cities there. It was a funnel.
Yeah, that was cool.
I know some of my storm chasing friends are watching, and we were gonna do. Not getting coffee, we were going to go getting junk food in the car, our own version of it, but we're not quite comedians. But
yeah, we're just having fun.
Yeah,
trying to buy some time. Winters are long, especially with this now thing coming on, but it'll all pass. Just be positive. And just ignore all my bad posts I put on Facebook. I just get a little political sometimes. Whatever.
All right. That's it.
See ya. Oh, I love this gun.